Welcome back to Golden Gloves Boxing, brought to you by Jackson Energy Authority, one thing you can count on. I'm Mike Knowles. We got another fighter here. This guy, where are you from?
Covington, Tennessee.
From Covington, what's your name?
Parimore.
All right, now have you fought here before, or this your first match, or what?
This is my second match, and I haven't fought here.
Okay, now you've got one match under your belt so far. Did you slap the guy around pretty good last time?
Yes, sir.
All right, now you know that nobody's going to know whether you tell the truth or not, but do you look for a victory tonight?
Yes, sir.
Now, how long you been boxing? Since it's only your second fight, you can't have been fighting for a long time.
Like a year.
Okay, now do you want to do this for a career? Or?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, good luck to you tonight, okay?
Thank you.
Welcome back to Golden Gloves Boxing, brought to you by Jackson Energy Authority, one thing you can count on. Getting back to action in the ring with Zachary George out of Red Bank and Braylon Parimore out of Covington. This is the 65-pound class of fighters. And like I said, we get these youngsters in here, man, they just go to swinging at each other. And very quickly, George. There's a couple of shots there by Parimore. Parimore with a good right hand. Parimore, that is, boxing a little bit more than George is. George coming in swinging. Parimore lets him come in, waits for him to start swinging, and then just clocks him with that left-right. One thing about these youngsters from Covington, they are disciplined boxers for sure. Good right hand by Parimore. Catching George coming in every time. Another good right hand. Left-right combination by Parimore. And the round will come to an end. Good boxing action there. Braylon Parimore out of Covington. And the blue corner probably picking up that round over Zachary George in the red corner out of Red Bank. One of the things about these youngsters, once they get in the ring, they normally just go to swinging at each other. But this time, Parimore for sure, much more disciplined, was taking on George as George would come in just swinging those arms. He would wait for a good shot and then clock George 2 or 3 times with good combinations. And a shot of George there in the corner, a little winded, being talked to by the coach. And there's Parimore in the blue corner out of Covington, Tennessee, getting a talking to by his coach as well. Two of the smaller fighters that you're going to see fighting here at the Jackson Boxing Club. The one good thing about the Golden Gloves Arena at Jackson Boxing Club, gives these youngsters something to do for sure. It brings them all in here and shows them how they can take out aggression and discipline as well. Getting set for the second round of action. Referee in the middle, Ray Roberson, says, let's get it going. Parimore in the center of the ring. Good shot there again by Parimore on George. George comes back out swinging with everything, but caught again with a right hand. Parimore, left, right, left, right. Parimore looking for some shots. Now he's backed George up. Good right hand again by Parimore. Parimore goes in for the kill. Sensing that he's got his opponent in trouble. Good shot again by Parimore. Down goes George. That's basically a push down, though. But George getting up kind of slowly. Referee Ray Roberson checking him over, making sure he's okay. And he's not looking very good. Roberson talking to him. And I believe he's going to... Well, I think we've got a problem with the mouthpiece. So we're going to stop the action for just a second to make sure. And we'll try to get the glove back on George. And he's going to send him over to the corner. George was taking a big pounding in there by Braylon Parimore out of Covington. Parimore over here in the neutral corner now as they attend to young Zachary George out of Red Bank. George getting his glove back on now, but he looked pretty winded. Parimore was throwing the shots to him. Now the referee gets him back out, sent him over to the other neutral corner, and he says, okay, let's start it back up again. See if Parimore comes back in, and he does very quickly. Parimore with the shots. Parimore good, right hand again. I'll tell you what, this George kid is pretty tough. Zachary George is taking a pounding from Braylon Parimore, but still able to hang in there as they go back to the corners. And the end of that round, I believe Parimore definitely running away with the fight so far. Match is being brought to you by JEA. One thing you can count on. If you're looking for cable TV, if you're looking for internet, telephone service, electricity as well, you can go to jaxenergy.com. Find out all the information you need there at their website. Or pick up the phone and call them 422-7500. Jax Energy Authority, one thing you can count on. Getting set for the next round here. Let's see if Parimore decides to come back in quickly after George. He got the upper hand in that last round very quickly with some very good combinations as George would come in swinging and Parimore would just wait for him. And right hand there by Parimore again. Good one by Parimore. Parimore pounds him up against the ropes. George comes off. Parimore, good body shot that time, right in the chest of George. Backs him against the ropes. Now the referee going to tell him, Parimore, stop the pushing. Parimore pushes George back in the corner, gets a few shots in. Missed there. Parimore swings over the top. George ducking. And the referee instructing George to keep the head up. This round almost over with. Good right hand there at the end of the round again by Parimore. And a good boxing match. George in the corner says, okay, that's about all I could handle, as they take the gloves off at the end of this fight. Coach over there talking to him now. Well, I'll tell you what, though, they're taking a look at George over there. He was taking a pounding from Braylon Parimore. And I think he may have had a cut. He was looking at that earlier with the mouthpiece, and even the coach there for George is looking at the mouthpiece now. But he was having trouble with it. Be safe to say that Parimore probably has walked away with this one. But we will, of course, wait for the judges' scorecards. Once again, attending to George over in the corner. Tough little guy, that's for sure. And there's Parimore. As we get ready to go to the judges' scorecards, referee in the action, Ray Roberson, picks up the tally there and brings it over to the counter. As they get the trophies and put them in the ring. And once again, one of the good things about this is second place will pick up a trophy as well. Referee brings them back to the center of the ring, and as they tally up the scorecards. And I think we have a final tally now. So we'll send it over to the counter and get the winner's name.
Let's give him a round of applause for a good fight.
And like we figured, Braylon Parimore out of Covington, the winner in the bout tonight after some vicious shots that he delivered to Zachary George out of Red Bank.